Probably the most popular question I get is where do I find clients online, Adama? If you are only getting clients through referrals or if you feel like you are marketing to the same people over and over again, then this is for you. In this episode, I will share with you one strategy that will allow you to attract clients consistently and effortlessly. You may or may have not heard about it. Maybe you just don't know how it is called. So I will tell you all about it today and also share with you exactly how I use it to pivot my business and stop creating content every single day. Thanks to this strategy, I do not rely on one social media platform anymore to attract new clients daily and to grow my business. I don't create content every single day to the point of burning out, and I optimize this strategy so that my content get in front of the maximum of eyeballs. So if you're excited for this, keep watching. Hi, and welcome to this new episode of our Online Business Podcast, the podcast for ambitious expat girl bosses and digital nomads. I am Adama, your host, and my mission is to help you build a business that serves your life and not the other way around, have more freedom, work smarter while making a positive impact. And before we start, just a small gift for you. You can access my free course, Brand Your Socials, where you will learn what is a personal brand and how you can build your own personal brand on social media. And you will also get 7-day content ideas that you can adapt for any niche so that you have no excuses as to why you are not creating content right now. You can grab it via the link in the description of this episode. So get to it and you're welcome. All right, so no more suspense. The strategy that I want to talk about today is called Evergreen Content. First, I will tell you what it is. So evergreen content is a content that is relevant no matter the year or the seasonality. This type of content doesn't go out of date easily and will still be searchable in 5 or 10 years from now because people will still be interested in it. For example, how to start an online business. It's a topic that can easily be used for evergreen content. The opposite of evergreen content would be seasonal content. And if you want to learn more about it, I actually addressed this topic in a previous episode where I give you tips to leverage the holiday season as a service provider or freelancer. I will also link the video in the description if you want to learn more about seasonal content as well. So why is evergreen content so important? In the digital space, it is important to stay relevant, especially when there are billions of people creating content and posting every single day on social media. For example, you've probably heard that on Instagram, the lifespan of content is more or less 24 hours, which is not a lot when you spend a lot of time and energy into creating one specific piece of content. So that's when evergreen content come in handy so that you don't only create content that will expire just in a few hours. You will also have content that will be relevant for years. So, how do you create evergreen content? Usually, evergreen content is a longer form of content that requires from your audience to actually pay more attention and to spend a little bit more time on it compared to the usual content that you see on social media. So, for example, you can have a YouTube channel, you can have a blog where you post articles regularly, or even a podcast. So now you know why I have both a YouTube channel and a podcast. This is part of my evergreen content strategy. So that's why if you are looking to scale your business and attract new eyeballs, you're gonna need a longer type of format where you share value so that you can attract people who want to go more in depth and actually learn from your expertise and not only scroll and like your post from time to time. So that's the main difference with the strategies that you probably currently have in place on your social media. And so I want you to take this opportunity to think about what type of longer format of content you can create consistently, whether it is a video format, an audio format, or a written one. You can right now pack your expertise into a longer type of format that you would deliver for free so that you get more potential eyeballs and more potential clients coming to your business. So, what are the advantages of having an evergreen content strategy? You may feel like this will be more work for you, and you're already doing so much in your business and trying to be consistent on social media. So, why should you incorporate evergreen content into your current strategy? So, I will give you 5 reasons why. First of all, evergreen content is more discoverable and searchable than your regular content. If you use SEO strategies, so SEO means search engine optimization, then you can easily optimize your content so that it will be searchable, as we said before, for years. And that's a huge advantage because you only have to create this content once and optimize it, and it will attract new people for you. That's why having a YouTube channel can be so beneficial because you can be searchable inside YouTube, when people are searching for keywords inside the search bar, and you will also be searchable on Google directly. So when you create a piece of content about a topic that people are constantly searching for, this is your entry to get discovered by more people who are specifically interested in what you are talking about. And that's what we want, right? We don't only want people who follow us because they find our content aesthetically pleasing. We want people who are interested in your services and eventually working with you. Reason number 2, you can easily repurpose your evergreen content. For example, when I create a video, I usually repurpose it into 7 or more different pieces of content. If it is something that you want me to talk about more, I can do a video to explain to you how I turn one piece of content into 7 or more. Just let me know in the comments below and I would happily record that for you. But basically, you put out a long form of content. So now you can break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces that you will actually repurpose on your different social media. So you create one content and then you repurpose it and adapt it to your different social media platform. And that's how you stop creating content every single day. If you create one long form content weekly, then you just repurpose it maybe 7 times, as I said before, and you have 7 different pieces of content that you can dispatch from Monday till Sunday. So that's how I managed to stay consistent with my content without burning myself out. So I would definitely encourage you to do that, especially if you are creating all your content by yourself. This is the solution. Reason number 3, your evergreen content will become your salesperson or your lead generation system. So if you want qualified leads and potential clients to discover you through your evergreen content, you have to tell them what they should expect from your content, how often do you post it so that they know why they should subscribe and follow you, and you can have some sort of weekly rendezvous with your audience. And very important as well, make sure to get them off of social media to, for example, your email list so that you can have more personable conversations with them, because remember, your following on social media, no matter how big it is, never belongs to you. And once that is clear, you have your evergreen content that is basically selling for you, especially if you are an introvert and you don't want to be pushy or salesy. Evergreen content is a very authentic way to connect with your audience and to serve them so that they can decide by themselves to work with you. Reason number 4, evergreen content will help you build passive streams of incomes in the future. So this is a long-term game, but basically you will be able to monetize most of your evergreen content on the long run. You already know that for a YouTube channel, you can monetize it when you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch. You can also monetize a blog if you get consistent traffic on it. And you can even monetize a podcast. So that's one of the after effects of having evergreen content, which is nice because once you put so much effort and energy into putting a valuable piece of content out there, it's amazing to know that this content will actually bring you some money in the long term. So don't think about how it is performing right now, but definitely see that as a long game to build a prosperous business where you don't always have to be behind the machine. And the fifth reason why you should have an evergreen content strategy is that the more content you put out, the more trust you build. Because ultimately, what you are doing is simply sharing your expertise and tons of value. meaning that if you consistently talk about your expertise through your evergreen content, at some point your name will start to come up. Remember, evergreen content is searchable, and so you will be seen as a go-to expert for this particular topic. So yes, that's why I love evergreen content so much. And for example, if you follow the tips that I give you in my podcast for free and apply them, I guarantee you will get some results. I get comments here and there from people in my community who simply followed the tips that I give on my free content and my free trainings. And some of them actually got their first clients just by following them. That's why I have my free course, Plan Your Socials, which is beginner friendly for new online entrepreneurs who want to leverage their social media. For me, even free content should have value. So that's why whenever I put out a free training or a free course, it is always something that I would be proud to sell for a certain amount of money because I know you will get results. So do what you want with this information, but I'm just saying if you haven't claimed your free access to the course yet, maybe now is the time. Finally, if I had to recap why you should use evergreen content, I would say that this is a long game. This strategy doesn't aim at getting you clients right this minute, but you can combine it with your current strategy. For example, if you are getting clients through referrals or through online communities, evergreen content will definitely help you scale your business more efficiently so that you can hire a team if you want to and focus on what you love so that you don't have to work on your business every single day. And if you stay consistent with your evergreen content, you will definitely reap the reward of your hard work because on the long run, your content will pop up in search engines like YouTube or Google. So let me know what you think about it. Did you know about evergreen content? What was your biggest takeaway from this episode? I'm very curious to know about it. And if you have any more questions regarding this, or you want me to do a more in depth video on how I implement evergreen content in my own business, then also let me know below and give me a thumbs up so that I know that you want me to do more of these. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a pleasure to do this for you, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.